Hi, everybody. Welcome to our program today. This is David Nevins for City Biz, and thank you so much for joining us. And our very special guest today is a young lady. Her name is Sydney Attman, who joins us from Potomac, Maryland. Sydney, thank you so much for joining our program today.
You're very welcome. Thanks for inviting me.
It's my pleasure. So Sydney, you can correct me if I'm wrong, you are a 13-year-old eighth grader. What school do you go to?
I go to Herbert Hoover Middle School.
Okay, very good. And I know you've been like all the members of your family and so many others of us. I know you were saddened and moved by the attack in Israel now about a month ago. And I guess you said to yourself, what little part can I play? What can I do about it? I don't want to put words in your mouth, but how did this all come to be?
Well, you got most of it correct. So me and my mom one day were just on the couch watching the news and just seeing what was going on, and we both felt terrible. And the first thing that I thought of is, what can I do to help this war and make it better? And we saw in other parts in the country people just doing little deeds. Like someone I saw sold cookies and donated all of the money to an organization that'll help Israel. And one idea that I came up with was I can make bracelets, because it's a very easy way that I could do something that could help advertise, because you just walk around with something on your wrist and everyone sees it. And then I found an organization that would do good stuff with the money that I've gathered. And yeah, that's where it all started.
So congratulations, Sydney. So you came up with this idea, and I understand you're making bracelets and selling them and taking the money and sending it in support of, I believe, soldiers and families in Israel. So first of all, I should have asked you this before we even started. Do you have a bracelet in front of you you can hold up?
Not right in front of me, sorry.
Okay, well, I'll tell you what, I do. So I'm going to hold up mine. Okay, so this is what it is. And Sydney has been making these. Has anyone else been helping you?
Yes, I've gotten help from my mom. She's been a huge help. And our friend, she has a jewelry business, so every now and then she'll come help make some. And sometimes my dad and my brothers chip in.
Well, yeah, I guess that would have to be the case, because I know your initial goal was to raise $500, and now you've raised how much?
Well, yesterday it was 15,000. I mean 5,000. But then today, after, as you heard, my dad walked out of that coffee shop, we've raised 320 in 24 hours, so we're closer to 6,000.
That's amazing. So how many bracelets have you had to make to do? How much do bracelets sell for?
They sell for $10 each, and we've made about 650 bracelets.
Wow. And what have you been doing with the money, Sydney? Who's the beneficiary of that?
Well, once we gather all the money, we're donating all of it this week to the IDF.
The IDF, which is, for those who don't know, the Israeli Defense Forces, to help them and to help their families survive during these otherwise challenging times. So what do all your friends say about this effort? And how come, besides mom and dad and how come they're not helping you in your basement make these bracelets?
Well, I had a sleepover with my best friend, Marissa Swanson, and in the morning, this was probably the 3rd or 4th day that we started doing these, and we got rushed with the amount of bracelets we had to make in the short amount of time we had. So she helped chip in and make a few, but yeah. And then um they're just all with the things that I've done, I think they've started to kind of realize a little bit more that if you put your mind to something, you can do anything.
Well, you have certainly proven that to be so. Do you have any ideas for your next project, or are you going to continue this for the foreseeable future?
I think I'm gonna continue this for as long as I possibly can to help.
So you're going to raise your goal? Are you going to maybe go for $10,000? Because it doesn't sound like it'll take you that long to get there.
Yeah, I think that's what's gonna happen.
That's really wonderful. So Sydney, share with our audience. Tell them about your website. How do they order one? This is what it looks like. Are they all the same? Um,
Um, we make varieties, just some they're all just different patterns. Like some are mismatched, like blue and white, and some have like what yours looks like, the white um circles with the letters, but others have silver blocks and white blocks.
that's great. Are you the not only the manufacturer? Are you the designer of the bracelets too?
Yes.
Okay, good for you. And all of the money goes to support IDF. So tell people how they can check them out and how they can order one.
Well, it's really simple. The main thing you have to do is if you have Instagram, you search up my account, which is Sydney Attman, and SydneyAttman, and then you can just give me a DM or my mom a DM, and her Instagram account is ATTMANS.
Okay, that sounds great. So Sydney, what else? What's next for you? First of all, how are you doing in school this year?
I'm doing good. Um, my classes, I think my favorite subject is science because when I grow up, I want to be an orthodontist.
Oh, you do.
Yeah.
So you're not. Some of our audience may know that um, you're a member of the very prominent Attman family.
Yeah.
Your father and grandfather and great grandfather, for that matter, were remain a part of the Acme Paper Company that distributes all kinds of products. How come they don't distribute the bracelets for you, by the way?
Well, because most of them are the customers.
Okay, that's good. That's fair enough. And then also on your, I guess you would say your uncle's side, you also are the Atmans of the famous Atman Deli in Baltimore, and Atmans are doing all kinds of great things throughout Maryland, and you are not taking second place for even 1/2 a second, Sydney, based on what you're doing. So I wanted to thank you so much, and thank you for your time. And just say one more time how people can order these bracelets. And correct me if I'm wrong, 100% of all the proceeds goes toward the idea.
That's correct.
Yeah.
And again, one way you can order is if you go on Instagram, you can go on my account, Sydney Attman, or my mom's account, and it's just Attman's.
Okay. And give your school a holler again so they can become real proud of you too.
I go to Herbert Hoover Middle School in Potomac, Maryland.
Sydney, thank you so much for your time. Anything you want to add?
Thank you for any of you guys watching that want to help the cause, and I hope to see you guys again.
And indeed you will. Sydney, good luck with everything. And thank you for joining us today. This has been David Nevins for City Biz. Thank you for joining our program today.
Thank you.